And for everyone on the panel, I was just wondering if anybody had any particular funny or fun moments on the set that you remember that you could tell us about.
Fuck off, Eddie. We did the mad job. We had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We had to keep our sense of humor, I think, you know, because we really got to be an ugly world in here, guys. We're stuck inside this tin can. And so, any funny moments that we had? Poor Dean. I think Dean would come to work and he'd have a cigar and just point me in the right direction. You want me to stand? And he'd go crazy. And but I got to tell you, it was funny moments that happened. Yeah. Okay.
Everybody remember the 40-second scene from the miniseries? We pull off all those, they turn the key to vent the doors and turn out the fire, and everybody goes blowing out the thing. So we go up and we. Yeah. For you. I'm sure some of you have heard this story, but Eddie's sitting right here, so frack you, Eddie. We go and we shoot the scene, we shoot the master and we shoot Eddie's close-up, and we go for lunch. It's the scene where I say, you know, all I needed was 40 seconds, and he comes and I say, I told that son of a bitch. Eddie gets right in my face, this far away, and he goes, he's the XO of this shit. Don't you forget that, Chief. Back to your post. So, all right, so we shoot the master, we shoot his close-up, and we go for lunch. And we come back from lunch, and we turn the cameras around, and they shoot my close-up. So I'm standing there, and they go, let's rehearse, and Eddie goes, no, just turn them on, let's go, let's just shoot the movie. So, get to that part of the scene where he steps up to me and he goes, he's the XO. Well, he went and had this cat shit, burnt hair, sardine, garlic sandwich. Didn't brush his teeth, and it's in his teeth, and it's all over his face, and it's coming. I didn't have to shave for 3 weeks. The hairs ran out my back. My pores were screaming, it was burning. I can't watch that scene now because it's just like, oh. So I'm standing there. I'm doing that. I'm just trying to hold it together. Finally, he sends me off, and I'm walking away going, oh. And I turn back, and I look, and he winks at me, and he goes, welcome to the show. It's my first day with that jackass. And he better pray we never work together again.
There you go.
Eddie loves to tell my cold cock story, too. When I get a question in a Q&A, boxers or briefs, I say neither. But I learned quickly that under the orange jumpsuit, I need to put something on, because one day I was getting wired by the sound guy, and what they do is they take the long wire and they run it down from the top where it clips on here, and they run it down and put a pack on your boot. And so they called me to set, and I was the last one to get there, and I'm wearing the orange jumpsuit, and the big sound guy gets down on one knee and he starts fiddling with my boot. He says, can you drop the wire down there? And I said, sure. And I grabbed my orange jumpsuit and I kind of, like Superman, and he's down on one knee, and all these people are around him. And so he's down there, it's like, dunk. And I went, that shouldn't have hit something. Should have hit something soft and warm. Oh, and all these people started, and all I hear is this, and I look down, and he's just like this, and people are starting to turn, sorry about that, Graham. And then he's like, Aaron just cold cocked the sound guy. That's a true story.
Next question.
It's like,
This question is for Mr. Olmos. This is not specifically Battlestar related, but it does relate to one of the masters of fantasy and science fiction, Mr. Ray Bradbury. I was wondering if you could comment on your work with Mr. Bradbury and Stuart Gordon on a magical little film that too few people have seen called The Wonderful Ice Cream Suit.
It's, we showed it with him at the, last week. And they're doing a lot of tributes to him. He's pretty fragile right now. And, but that story was a true story that happened to him about this wonderful, wonderful experience he had when he was living in the east side of Los Angeles in Boyle Heights. And it's taken from the experience that he had about 5 of his friends who couldn't afford to buy suits, so they all chipped in together and they bought one suit. And they would each wear it, per day, for the day. And it became like this magical experience for each one of them. And that's what it was, the Wonderful Ice Cream Suit. And if you've never seen it, Roy Bradbury is just, Ray's incredible. And I just gotta say that he's one of the brilliant writers of our time, of any time. And he is a masterful artist and a wonderful human being. And thank you for bringing that one up. I don't even think anyone's ever seen it. There might be maybe 5 people in this audience that have seen that. And the character that I play is really one that I'll forever be grateful that Stuart Gordon allowed me to play that character. It's completely different than anything I'd ever done on screen. And to this day, it still is. And if you really want to have a laugh, you should see that movie, The Wonderful Ice Cream Suit. Thank you for bringing it up.
Dean, your career spans 7 decades, and you successfully made the transition from child actor, not only surviving, but thriving. What's the secret to your success?
I guess I'm good. I guess I'm good, but I don't know. I know it's good fortune. It was meant to be. It was fate. I really don't know. I'm amazed by it myself. I know.
Let me help on this one, because Dean to me is truly one of the great artists of our time ever. The motion picture, if you haven't seen The Boy with the Green Hair, it's the first anti-war movie that was ever made in this planet. You should see it. It's called The Boy with the Green Hair. And you will see something that is just unbelievably simple, direct, and really to the point. And just grabs your heart. And I'll never forget when I saw that. I was a young, very young boy when I saw it. I was born in the year he made it, in 1947. So I saw it about 1953, 54, and I will say that it was really changed my life. And from that moment to the first time that I really got to meet him, when I invited him to do a Miami Vice, and we worked together and I directed him in my first directorial. And I invited him and I said, please, can you come over? You need to I guess he had seen the show a little bit or something, but he respected the work that I had done up to that point that he had seen. And he came and we became friends, and we've been friends ever since. And I've been very fortunate. And of course, we brought him onto the show. And I was so grateful that he joined us when we asked him to become part of BattleStar Galactica. And it was so funny because he thought it was going to be one day, one show, one episode on BattleStar. And then he came and we had a wonderful time. He was very, very kind and generous with his time and the way he works. And he did it, he left, and all of a sudden, I guess you went home. I remember we talked a little bit. You went home and I guess you saw the show. And when he came back, he says, I'm so grateful to be part of this show. And he really, then of course, the rest is history. He became an integral part of it. Well, he's Cylon #1 for a reason. And so, as far as I'm concerned, It's really been an honor, my total respect. I can't begin to tell you, thank you from all of us to you, Dean Stockwell, for 7 wonderful decades.